Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a super specific, highly focused mission. We are totally deconstructing a dense, 60-second masterclass on exactly how to engineer YouTube Shorts virality in 2026. Forget trying to guess what some mysterious algorithm wants, right? This is all about breaking down the precise, battle-tested anatomy of a high-performing script. So buckle up, because we're going to unpack exactly how the pros build these videos, literally second by second.
Okay, let's dive into this. 100. If you're uploading shorts and consistently watching your view count stall out at less than 100 views, well, you're experiencing the absolute core pain point for creators today. You know the feeling. You put in all that creative work, you hit publish, and the momentum just flatlines. It's brutal. That exact, almost universal frustration is what we're tackling right out of the gate today.
To break out of that flat line, you absolutely need the ultimate 0 to 3 second hook. Listen to this. Stop scrolling. If your YouTube Shorts are getting less than 100 views, you're making this one mistake. Now that physically commands the viewer to stop scrolling. It directly calls out their specific pain point, those dreaded sub 100 views. And then, boom, introduces a massive information gap. It tells them they're making just one mistake. Our human psychology simply can't resist sticking around to find out what that single mistake actually is.
So how do we actually engineer that solution? Well, here's our blueprint for today. First, we'll look at the myth of viral luck. Then, we break down the 3 core pillars: the strong hook, high retention, and audience engagement. And finally, sealing the deal.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the myth of viral luck, and why we really need to prioritize strategy over chance.
On one hand, you've got luck, basically crossing your fingers and hoping the internet magically blesses your content today. But on the other hand, you have a completely engineered formula. See, viral shorts don't actually depend on luck. They depend entirely on your hook, your retention, and your engagement. And honestly, this mindset shift is a real game changer because it takes the power away from random chance and puts it right back into your hands as a creator. Your success relies entirely on these 3 specific, totally controllable factors.
Which brings us to Pillar 1, the strong hook, focusing entirely on those crucial first 2 to 3 seconds.
Hook viewers in the first 2 to 3 seconds. Just think about how incredibly fast that really is. You do not have time for a slow, cinematic intro. You don't have time to introduce your name, your brand, or your channel's backstory. Nope. You have a maximum of 3 seconds to secure that initial viewer investment before their goldfish-like attention span takes over and they just swipe away. If you lose them right here, the rest of your amazing content literally doesn't matter because they're never going to stick around to see it.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that you don't just gently get their attention. You kind of have to force it. And you've got 3 precise tactics to choose from. Number 1, ask a surprising question. Number 2, show an unbelievable result right at the start. Or number 3, create intense curiosity. Any one of these 3 methods will jolt the viewer right out of that passive, zombified scrolling state and force their brain to demand context. That's what keeps them locked in.
All right, let's move right along to Pillar 2, high retention through fast-paced execution.
You've successfully grabbed their attention. Awesome. But now you have to maintain an iron grip on it. Keep it fast-paced. Remove the boring parts. Add captions. Throw in some zoom effects. Change the scene every 2 to 3 seconds. Literally everything in your edit must be ruthlessly designed to hold on to those eyeballs. No dead air allowed.
So, the absolute crucial point here is this exact number, 2.5. That's the true average of that strict 2 to 3 second rule for scene changes we just talked about. Every 2.5 seconds, something visual needs to completely shift. We're talking a new camera angle, an aggressive zoom in, a text pop-up, or a quick B-roll clip. This relentless micrometric acts as a psychological hack. It physically prevents the viewer's brain from getting bored and wandering off. You're constantly resetting their attention span, second by second.
Now for Pillar 3, audience engagement. This is all about mastering sounds, consistency, and completion rates.
There is a massive, absolutely crucial nuance when it comes to audio. Use trending sounds only when they fit your content. Seriously, a lot of creators just slap whatever the #1 trending audio is onto their upload, completely regardless of what it's actually about. And guys, this is a trap. Trending sounds are only a powerful tool if they organically match and enhance the actual content you're sharing. Otherwise, it just confuses the viewer, feels super inauthentic, and is pretty much guaranteed to tank your retention.
The algorithm thrives on data, right? It needs to know that you're a reliable creator who keeps people on the platform. But here's the kicker. Consistency alone is completely useless if the content is fundamentally boring. You have to balance uploading consistently with creating things people actually watch all the way to the end. Creator consistency has to be paired with high-quality content that compels full watch-throughs. If you only have one of these without the other, the 2026 system is going to pass right over you.
Finally, we arrive at sealing the deal, or the call to action.
If you want more YouTube growth tips, hit subscribe and follow for daily short secrets. And this brilliantly illustrates how a perfect call to action works. Notice what's missing here? There's no desperate begging. It's essentially a value negotiation. It's saying, hey, did you find value in this? Well, I have more secrets coming tomorrow, but you have to hit subscribe to get them. It frames the subscribe ask as a rock-solid promise of future value for the viewer. It's a transaction, pure and simple.
Let's pull back for a second and look at the big picture of what we just learned. What we've just deconstructed is a perfectly mapped 60-second script. Look at this timeline. 0 to 3 seconds is the hook. 3 to 12 seconds introduces the framework. 12 to 25 seconds delivers the hook tactics. 25 to 40 seconds explains fast pacing. 40 to 52 seconds is all about engagement. And that final 52 to 60 seconds, that's the call to action. It is an absolute masterclass in efficiency. Every single second is mathematically accounted for, totally engineered to drive the viewer seamlessly from initial curiosity straight to a final, guaranteed conversion.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Are you ready to stop relying on luck and start engineering your 2026 virality? The blueprint is right here in front of you. The whole myth of random success is officially busted. It takes a calculated hook, relentless retention editing, and some incredibly smart engagement strategies. Think about how you can apply this exact second-by-second, three-pillar strategy to your very next upload. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I will see you next time as we break down even more fascinating topics.